The Halifax Mooseheads dropped their second game of the weekend to the St. John Sea Dogs 5-2. The Mooseheads opened the weekend Friday night with a win on Friday Night Hockey, and they definitely weren't the same team tonight. Yesterday, the Mooseheads came out kind of flat. They worked their way into a win, but tonight there was a turning point in about the second period where first overall pick Alexi Joseph kind of took over the game for St. John. We'll get into that. A 5-2 final tonight for the Sea Dogs. So the Mooseheads are now 2-2 on the season. And it was really, like I said, all Alexi Joseph. We'll pull up the scoring summary for you here so you can take a look at that really quickly. Oleg Kulibyakin got the scoring, started early on the power play for the Mooseheads, 3 minutes and 20 seconds in, followed up by a shorthanded goal for Alexi Joseph, his first ever QMJHL goal. And then Sean Cartier got the Mooseheads going on the power play again in the second period, followed up by Alexi Joseph. And then Dylan Rossi put the Sea Dogs up 3-1 or 3-2, excuse me. And then William Yared added, gave the Sea Dogs some insurance with a 4-2 marker in the third period at 5:37. And then Alexi Joseph finishing it off with the empty netter, putting it into the open cage for his first ever hat trick. He scores his first goal, his second goal, and his third goal all in the same game. What a night for Joseph. But let's talk about the turning point in this one. And I think it's pretty clear. Everyone was talking about it. Mooseheads fans were giving the refs a lot of crap in the stands. The ref you suck chants came out a couple of times tonight. And this one was definitely a big turning point. So Zachary Morin and Alexi Joseph both were tangled up with Carlos Hondel in the corner. Carlos Hondel ended up going to the ice a couple of times, being almost manhandled by Zach Morin and Alexi Joseph. Joseph didn't hear a whistle. There was no call on the play. Took the puck to the net, kind of took advantage of the situation he created, scored the second of the night. So that was the one that put the Mooseheads, or it actually evened the game. And then the Mooseheads scored or the Sea Dogs scored about 30 seconds to 40 seconds later. And that was really the turning point in this one. It took all the momentum away from the Mooseheads. They never really got anything going after that. Even with a couple of power plays, there was a power play in the third period, two power plays in the third period. Not too bad, but it's not also that great when all of your offense is coming 5-on-4. You need some offense 5-on-5, and that it's just not going to cut it. Between the pipes tonight for the Mooseheads for his first start this season, his 8th career QMJHL start, Nick Circa from Westmount, Quebec, obviously came over from the Mooseheads Christmas time last season, and this is his first start since about March. So it was nice to see Circa get some action, but it surprised me. It took him till the third game this season to see some playing time. On the other end of the ice, Raphael Courchain, his first ever QMJHL start. He played a couple weekends ago when he came in relief in the 6-3 loss to Cape Breton. But yeah, tonight, his first ever start comes out with the win, 5-2 win, only gives up 2 goals on the night. And yeah, so great performance from Joseph, great performance from Courchain, 2 rookies. What can you ask for? What more can you ask for if you're the Sea Dogs? A couple of bright spots tonight, especially on the back end for the Mooseheads. I really liked the play of Eddie Doyle, made a couple of good pinches, some good plays defensively. He obviously has that long stick. Not sure how long of a reach he has. It has to be about 6.5 feet. But he played an amazing game tonight for the Mooseheads. Another player, Oleg Kulibyakin, had another goal in this one, opened the scoring in this one, and he's always around the net. Right place, right time, I guess you could say on that one. But for the other side, it was really the rookies. I guess Alexi Joseph kind of took over this game. It was the momentum that really swung. It was back and forth. Carrier had that goal that put the Mooseheads up, and it really looked like the Scotiabank Center was alive. It took about 7 minutes for Joseph to bury the second goal of the night for himself, and then the air was kind of sucked out of the building. and the Sea Dogs took advantage. It was plain and simple. And I know the Mooseheads have a new coach this season, Brad McKenzie, first year at the helm, behind the bench. You've got guys like Connor McPherson, a 20-year-old who's got college experience, NCAA experience, albeit 5 games. He does have NCAA experience. Also experience in the BCHL, a very highly touted junior A league in Western Canada, where a lot of NHL prospects have came through the ranks. So my question kind of is, why is Connor McPherson living on the fourth line and in a fourth line role? I would say the reason he came back to the QMJHL is to get some more minutes and to fit in where he really belongs. And I think with a veteran guy, I know there might be some reasoning behind it, throwing him on a fourth line with Antoine Fontaine and Patrick McNabb, but it's uh it's only the fourth game of the season, so there's always time to switch up the lines and get some things going. That's just something that I was wondering. If I don't know, I'm not a coach, but if I was me, if I was out there, I would probably have my 20-year-old. I know the Mooseheads have like so much offense up top in their top six: Kennedy, Kilfoyle, Carrier, Menson, and Kulibiakin. Name them all. But I don't know. I think you could fit McPherson in there, maybe on a power play unit. It's tough to say. We'll run through the box score real quick. Couple things I wanted to note. 3 stars of the game. I guess we'll start off with that. Alexi Joseph, obviously, he's getting the first star. Hat trick, first goal, second goal, third goal, all in the same game. Second star, Sean Carrier for the Mooseheads. He put the Mooseheads up 2-1 early in the second period. And then William Yared scored the 4-2 insurance marker in the third period. He gets the third star of the game with a goal and 2 assists tonight. Unfortunate for the Mooseheads that it wasn't 3 Mooseheads skating out for the first for the 3-star ceremony, but at least they do get one. They'll be back in action Thursday when they welcome the Baie-Comeau Drakkar, and then Sunday the Mooseheads will be on the road in the Avenir Center facing the Moncton Wildcats. It'll be a great matchup. But for Halifax Sports Talk, I'm Dayton Camo. We'll catch you in the next one.